This is Mike Maloney, and Mike is my gold expert. And the reason gold is so important, gold and silver, is because gold and silver is God's money. It's money made by God. And then in 1971, the U.S. government, under President Nixon, took God's money and turned it into man-made money. In 1971, the U.S. and Nixon convinced the entire world to replace gold and silver with paper money. This stuff. Cash is trash. So the reason we have so much volatility in the world today is historically, since the time of the Romans and the Greeks and the French and the English and the Germans, every time they have taken God's money, like silver here, and replaced it with man-made money, there's been economic volatility. Now the problem is, so the dollar is going to keep dropping. So one of the reasons I can predict what's going to happen is I can predict the dollar will keep dropping simply because the U.S. government and now the euro, the European central banks, are printing so much of this trash. So you'll see gold going up in price, oil going up in price, real estate going up in price, because this is trash. So that's what happened in 1971. It's happened throughout history. And the reason this current election doesn't make any difference is the only person that can put this back in place is a strong, charismatic leader. People like Julius Caesar, Napoleon. That's why they were such great leaders, was they actually replaced this with this. So there will be more this printed than ever before, which means the dollar keeps coming down and other things keep going up. And that's really what's going to happen. It's predictable. And eventually this will go to its true worth, zero. Historically, throughout time, again, it's not crystal ball, it's called prognostication. Every 75 years there's a depression. The last depression was 1930.
And it's gone on through the centuries since 407 AD when the first hyperinflation happened in Athens. And I believe that we're on the precipice of this again.
The difference between gold and silver is gold is hoarded, silver is consumed. Silver is an industrial precious metal. It is used in cell phones, telephones, computers, electric lights, everywhere. The more information age we become, the more we use silver. And what Michael is saying is that stockpile is at all-time lows, and they're not discovering much more. Poland has about 25% of the world's silver, so you can buy real estate silver in Poland. But anyway, so when people say,
Mexico too.
Yeah, where am I investing? I say I'm investing in the world. I say, what do you mean by that? It says I'm investing in a metal that is consumed throughout the world. So I buy a little gold, but I've been buying silver. Kim and I have been buying silver since it was about $4 an ounce. And we stockpile it, we buy ETFs, we buy anything we can in that stuff. And then, it was, $7? Then all of a sudden now it's 15, and we're just watching it. It is not crystal ball. It is not about, the stuff on television. It is pure supply, demand, economics, fundamentals. As I said, there's 2 billion people wanting the Western lifestyle. 2 billion people wanting cell phones, computers, electricity, lights, all of this stuff.
But gold went up 24 times its price in 9 years, and silver went up 39 times its price. If you had just 10% of your net worth, your entire net worth in gold, and you lost the other 90%, by 1980 you were 2.4 times richer than you were in 1971. With just 10%. So it's huge wealth that's created in a very short period of time.
So all of you savers out there and people trying to save this trash, you're going to lose big time. With that, Mike Maloney.